I always tell my students why I teach the way I teach. I always try to help them see in what way what I'm doing, what I'm teaching, what I'm trying them to achieve makes sense for their future professional life, for instance. I always explain to them the reason of my pedagogical choices, because I want them to see in what way what their experience, their learning experience in my courses makes sense for their future, for the professional future. Because what I have noticed is then when I explain things, which would be, of course, implicitly, I would do the best for them. But if I don't speak in the classroom about why I am doing things, I might lose some of my students on the way. While if I explain everything, if I'm clear, crystal clear about my choices, my pedagogical choices, then they can ask questions, they can express their disapproval, and I explain why and we discuss. But then everybody understands why it is the best way to do in this precise situation. It should be implicit, but it's not. I think it's very important to take some time to explain these things. You never lose time doing that, because afterwards your students agree with your choices and engage better. It is always very difficult to measure how impactful a teaching is. We have the proof, scientifically speaking, that interactivity increases students' engagement and success. So what I do is I always try to adapt OERs to make them interactive, because I think this is the key, whatever the basic resource is. And it's the same for OERs, to make them interactive. But what I think is very interesting is that OERs allow us to deeply engage students in their learning experience, and everything the internet opens, enables, OER allow us to do. So we have plenty of ways to engage our students in a deep learning, as opposed to a strategic or surface learning. Deep learning meaning that they will build their knowledge and it's going to last for their own life. Education is sharing, no learning. So I shared with my students these open educational resources which have been adapted to their needs, which have been modified according to what I think is relevant for them. I privilege videos because I think they like videos a lot. So my students are grateful for that. They like it. They have the feeling that I try to understand them and I try to find the best way to optimize their learning experience. So I think they are happy. Their feedback is always excellent about that.